Idaho, the land that wrestling forgot. Until souls across the Gem State decided to make history. We all take risks. We all feel pain. We all have succeeded and failed. But not tonight. Tonight, our stories will be told. Tonight, our voices will be heard. Tonight, your eyes will see the unbelievable. For the first time in Idaho history, we bring you local professional wrestling. So gather the family, take a seat, and leave the action to us. We are Wrestle Club. What you are about to see is real. Each wrestler has years of training. Our bodies are not indestructible. We bend, we break, we bleed. So please, do not try this at home, school, or anywhere.
All right, and here's your main event. No holds barred, as you heard. Anything goes. Who has the advantage in this one?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, based on the last match, you could say Project Mayhem has cheating on their side because, like you said, there is no disqualification.
Yeah, and both tag teams, this is their third matchup. Both of them already have wrestled 2 matches, so you got to wonder the cardio factor in this one.
That's true, and then on the flip side, you got the muscle and the endurance of the Lost Men. Now, yeah, I know I said that Helter Skelter was going to win, but I really meant that the Lost Men were going to win. So that is going to be my pick for this one, and you can see the intensity on these men because it's all or nothing. It's time to put up or shut up because this is the main event.
Yeah, and people have been waiting 2 hours to see this match. This whole event has been spectacular to make the tag team tournament a very first.
And their opponent!
And here we have Project Mayhem already getting ready.
And then we see some trash cans straight to the head of the Lost Men, and this match has started. They didn't even get to announce Project Mayhem, and this is going down already in a bad way. As we see Adriel Noctis there with the trash can.
What are they playing with that trash can as they have the Lost Soul Garabai pinned up against the corner. Oh, and Mr. Hickman's there to save the day.
Oh gosh, he just swept Adriel Noctis on that apron. And that's not a very soft spot of the ring.
Not at all.
That has to be the hardest spot. We have the champion with the gory stretch.
Stretching him out.
Paying tribute to Gory Guerrero.
Ooh, and a knee strike to the stomach.
Let's get him up!
Champion said, let's bring him up. Setting him up for that front suplex.
Ow! That does not look pleasant.
Mr. Hickman.
Are those baking sheets?
I think those are cookie sheets. That's a body slam on cookie sheets, and if that doesn't hurt, maybe the concrete will. And here we see another trash can inside the ring.
Again, folks. Ooh, top of the head. Again, folks, no disqualification. All of these are legal objects to use.
Yeah, do not try this at home at all. Do not duplicate what these pro wrestlers are doing in the ring. These guys have years of experience.
They are professionals. They're very, very dangerous.
Yeah, anything can go wrong at any given time, and the champion is setting up for something off the top rope here.
Is he doing possibly his frog splash? On the trash can? Oh, and
there we
sandwiched him. Look, oh, you can see just him wreathing in pain inside that trash can.
So you see that serpent splash, and I'm not sure who got the better end of that one, honestly. And the trash can is eliminated for now.
Again, going back to putting it all on the line, and here's the pin. Not quite yet.
Kicks out at 2. Adriel oh my gosh, he just kicked him right in the throat.
Right in the throat. Yeah, he is not moving. Man, taking him out.
And that was off the chair too. Mr. Hickman is obviously down and out. Adriel Noctis making his way back up to the ring. We see some exchanges.
Soul Garabai is still standing as he's give him a piece of his fist here.
Ooh, Adrian Noctis just laying him out with those right hands. Going for the rip here. Reversal.
Let's make some noise, come
The
on!
crowd going on his side, and Lost Soul misses. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, cookie sheet to the back followed by a neck breaker, and this one could be over.
Only 2. Ooh.
Quick 2 count, but referee saying that is 2. Just a reminder, you can win by pinfall or submission, but it has to be done inside the ring.
Inside the ring, but still anything goes, as you're about to see with this trash can.
Yeah, Project Mayhem picking up that trash can, and I don't know, they have the champion in the corner.
Looks like they're trying to do what they were doing before and putting Lost Soul right up in the corner with the trash can.
I guess at first fail, second try again.
I guess, but what is the try again? What are they trying here? Oh my
And then we
goodness.
see a coast to coast by Adriel Noctis, and that trash can, as you can see, is dented.
Dented, folded in half, practically. Mr. Hickman with the save.
There you see chemistry 101 right there. Mr. Hickman making the save, knowing that his tag team partner was in trouble, and Mr. Hickman has saved this match. That was a for sure 3 count.
You gotta argue that it would have been over had Mr. Hickman not gotten in.
And this is what the tag team tournament is all about. Chemistry, being with your tag team partner, knowing where they're at all places, and this being a no-holds-barred match, you're going to need to know where your tag team partner is.
Here we go. We got some fists and elbows flying down in the corner between the Lost Soul Garibay and Damian Black. And Mr. Hickman setting up 2 chairs.
He's setting up 2 steel chairs, and he just got
Kicked in
decked.
the head.
And he's laid out on those steel chairs. I don't know what Adriel Noctis has in store for him.
He's gonna smash. He wouldn't smash him through that. That's dangerous. Would he? No, Mr. Hickman gets up
Just
quickly.
counters. Mr. Hickman has him in a stall suplex. Oh my gosh.
Just bent in
Right in the middle, and you can see the steel chair is bented. This one
This
is
is
over.
not.
1, 2. Oh my gosh. Adriel Noctis kicks out. We see cookie sheets to the back, cookie sheets to the face. And this one is kind of hard to call.
It is.
This
This
is
one's
just a
all
lot
over
going
the
on.
place.
I don't know where the champion's headed to.
It looks like he's grabbing a ladder.
And this
We've got everything except the kitchen sink in here.
Well, the match is not over yet. There could be a kitchen sink, and there's a ladder, and
Ooh, in the gut.
that was on. And Damian Black is filling that one. You gotta wonder what else is next. Just chaos everywhere.
Ooh, and a kick to the face.
Insecurity kick, and that's gonna stop everybody. Adriel Noctis is
Trying to fend off Mr.
throwing
Hickman.
cookie sheets, and that's gonna stop anybody in their tracks. That's a cookie sheet to the dome. And there's another one. If you see, like in back of his neck, get hit by that cookie sheet. And there's still some life left in Lost
All
Men.
fighting each other, and what is?
Keep your eyes on Damian Black there, off that top
High
rope.
risk maneuver, and it pays off as everybody is laid out.
Suicide dive, and the vocabulary could not be more clear.
Everybody is taken out, including Damian Black himself.
4 men are down, and you can hear the chants of Wrestle Club. And if these men have not given it their all, then I don't know what they have given.
Yeah, my gosh, they are laid out. And for now, we have Mr. Hickman and Damian Black going at it right now.
Yeah, as you see, Damian Black just put in his body in the risk, and I think this is what you have to do in these type of matchups.
Definitely do, and it just shows how much it means to have the goal.
Like, who's gonna cause more pain? Is it gonna be my body or the other person's body? Oh, speaking of bodies, ooh, Mr. Hickman just bounces off that ladder, and
Exchanging garbage lids to the head here.
man, there's no protection in that. Oh, you saw the champion.
This guy's head hit, but he kicked
He
off.
just bounced off right at that corner. Mr. Hickman. And here comes that kick.
When he ducks,
He ducks it. Damian Black
Set
just
him up.
realized he missed it. Mr. Hickman setting him up for a firebomb.
possibly. Oh, on the header. Look at him just squirm.
If you saw just the back of his head hit that ladder, yeah, this
That
one
is-
could be over. This is like call 911, get an ambulance. Going for that cover, 1, 2.
Kicks out. Unbelievable. Again, this is dangerous
You know,
stuff,
I don't
folks.
care if you don't like Project Mayhem, but kicking out of a power bomb
Through chairs, through ladders.
through ladders,
That takes a lot.
you're gonna have to respect these guys regardless of what side of the coin that they play with. Oh, there you see a garbage lid straight to the back of Adrian Noctis.
These are 4 top competitors doing everything they can. Now, what point do you say what's going too far, possibly?
I think that's going to be up to the 4 men in the ring, and Mr. Hickman is not stopping at all. He has that ladder set up.
Is he not laying it out on him?
Grabbing that steel chair.
Wow, you just heard a loud ring on that.
Oh, my
Another.
gosh, and that is brutality at its finest, if you can say it in that way.
As good as they've got this plan, look at that. They're sticking together, but they've got to get them into to count them out.
I think the champion just said, let's do work, and I don't know what that means, but as you saw, those corner pads are taking off, and
It looks like, now we get a closer look, it looks like Lost Soul is taking the turnbuckle off.
it looks, yep, he is undoing the ropes, and so is Mr. Hickman, so they obviously have a game plan set up here.
Exactly. Are we going to get that kitchen sink that I was saying?
I have no idea, but
I mean,
the
it's
ropes
not,
are getting loose.
it's not against the rules either. Again, anything goes. It doesn't matter as long as there's a pin or submission inside that ring.
Yeah, anything goes means anything goes, and I don't know what Lost Men have in store, but I have never seen the ropes get disassembled in a match.
Exactly.
And if you see the look on the referees don't even know what's going on. And that top rope is off.
Top rope is gone now.
And
And my curiosity is peaking now. Like, if you got to win inside the ring, what happens when there's no ring?
I have no idea. I have never seen anything like this.
This is going to be a tough call for the refs, I guess.
And there goes the second rope. The second rope is gone. And just turnbuckles all over the place. The referees are just kind of staying back. I would
They're bewildered. They
I
don't
would
know
stay
what's
back
going on.
too. This is something that I have never seen.
Yeah, this is definitely a Wrestle Club first. I've not ever seen.
I have never seen this on television. Period. All the ropes are gone right now.
being dismantled. Just,
So I'm not sure what's going on, but obviously there is no more ropes in this wrestling ring.
it's just a wrestling square, I guess. But
I guess the only thing that's clear is there is not going to be any whips.
but look, ooh,
There's a broom to the back.
that just bent in half, and he's trying to break it off his back.
And there you see the carnage, and there you see the broom.
Do you think they possibly burnt too much time taking apart the ropes when they could have just pinned them and let them recover? It looks like Project Mayhem got the time they needed to recover, possibly.
And I gotta say, that's a smart move, you know. That might have not been a smart move. There's ropes right on Damian Black, and those ropes are steel cables, and you can tell Damian Black if you don't believe those are steel cables or not.
You can look at the pain on his face.
Oh, then we see Mr. Hickman laying there on the ladder.
What is controlled chaos having store?
Oh my gosh, double stomp on that ladder. And if you saw Adriel Noctis, he just face planted as well.
And it looks like Garabai is getting a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, still cables to the face for him. And I think Mr. Hickman and Noctis are out.
The tables have turned. Again, this could have probably been avoided had they gone for the pin instead of letting them recover.
But it seems that the champion is in control for now, setting them up for
Another suplex.
front suplex right on there. And I don't know what they have in store, but the fans are in it.
Fans are into this. They're cheering on Garabai. What is he?
Damian Black is laying on that guardrail.
Oh, and an elbow to the back of the head.
And there we see putting your body on the line. And I'm not sure who got the best of that, as we see the champions laid out. Damian Black is laid out. And that's that's Brad Zane.
Brad Zane's back at it again, and it looks like he's taking apart
Shut your mouth! Get out of here, you're not in this
I
match.
believe he's playing with strings, but that's what Brad Zane does, right? Doesn't he like the strings, control puppets? And there we see just a moment of silence, like there's death in the arena.
Right, I mean, even we're speechless. We've never seen anything like this before.
I think they're probably one move away from death.
This is in a new extreme just for the importance of those tag team championships.
Again, and just adding some more insult to injury. Hickman can barely even move.
Yeah, what's the point? I mean, just pull him in, and I'm pretty sure he can get the pin at this point.
Yeah, Hickman didn't. He's not even moving. Again, do not try this at home at all. These are trained professionals. This is something that should never be duplicated.
Right. So just leave it to the professionals. They put everything on the line and entertain you. This is not something that you can go home and do. This is very, very dangerous stuff.
Yeah. How do you practice for this? Do you just get a still garbage can and say, hit me in the head?
I don't think I'm psycho enough to want to hit or be hit in the head with a steel garbage can.
How do you practice for this? How do you match up to this? Do you just go get a ladder and be like, hit me in the back?
I have
Get a steel chair, hit me in the head?
I have no idea, and it looks like neither do they. They just look like they're not really appreciating those hits. But again, it's all for the tag team championships.
And this just goes to show you the heart in all four of these men and the length that they are willing to go. And I see Adriel Noctis has pulled out something. And it looks like
A
fold-out table.
table, yeah.
And
That's what it is.
if things couldn't get worse, it just did.
What does Noctis have in hand? Look, they're taking everything off of the ring. The whole top is completely gone. And now Brad Zane's attacking the Lost Soul. Again, no rules. He can do that if he'd like. Do I like it? Probably not. But am I surprised? Not from the Puppet Master.
And there you see Adriel Noctis just patting down on that table, and this does not look good for the champion at all.
What are they planning here? Grabbing him by the hair and just pulling him up to his feet.
Brad Zane is, I don't know, bring him here, setting him up for that power bomb.
Oh my God! Right through the table.
Dead center, and dead is probably the best thing to say about the champion right now.
He is lifelessly laying on there.
And you just see that camera shot,
There's got to be something the refs can do. Like, can they call the match, or what do we do? We just sit and watch?
I have no idea, but at least you see the champion moving. So he's alive. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
Hickman, I think he's starting to revive. And there you see
might be just
the champion
working on instinct
crawling.
to know to be outside the ring to not lose.
You know what? That is a very good point. That's actually smart. If you stay in the ring, you get pinned. Match is over.
Yeah, and you know what? Looking at him being dead as he is, dead laying there, I think it was just pure body instinct to just make sure we get this win no matter what.
Yeah, and that has to be instinct because there's no blood flowing inside that heart right now. And as we see Brad Zane and Adrian Noctis, I think Damian Black is still knocked out from this match. But Damian Black's he's crawling now.
Speaking of, he's crawling.
He's crawling, so he's starting to make his way too. I don't even know Damian Black knows where he's at either.
Yeah, I don't think he knows quite what's been going on right now. He's kind of gathering.
Yeah, I would just fall straight down. So there you see just this match taking its toll. And Adrian Noctis has
again bringing something out to deal more punishment.
So first, they just brought out the table. Now they're bringing out plywood, and you know this is. Oh my God, that table just broke. This is 3-on-2 because Brad Zane has obviously made himself involved in this match.
Made himself a presence, and he has orchestrated everything, including taking apart this ring. What are they going to do with this board?
You know what? All I can say is mayhem. Project Mayhem. They just want mayhem.
And speaking of mayhem, Controlled Chaos over there has Mr. Hickman in the ring now. Possibly getting ready to slam him through. Ooh, and a clothesline.
Mr. Hickman showing some life after being out for so long. Ooh, ducks another clothesline. Oh, God. Spine buster in that plywood in that corner, and I can say Brad Zane's dead.
Yeah, Brad Zane is out. He is knocked out. He almost had it coming. This wasn't his match in the first place.
I don't know if anybody has that coming. There you see just that plywood is destroyed.
It is sprawled out. He might not even be on this planet right now.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at all. And there you see Damian Black recovering.
And now they're focusing their attack on Mr. Hickman.
Yeah, Mr. Hickman, if you didn't see, I mean, he took some of that punishment of the plywood too.
Yeah, I mean, that was just beating him down with the sheet.
Yeah, Mr. Hickman is already out, and Adrian Noctis is
taking him outside.
Not sure what they have in store here, but you see Damian Black is putting down,
closing
the gate.
And making sure this actually, this is kind of smart because now Hickman can't come.
The garage door is locked, and Mr. Hickman has nowhere to go.
He can't get out. He can't save his partner.
Is that even legal?
Anything goes, I guess. So here's
Mr.
more
Hickman,
of anything.
I don't even think he knows where he's at. I don't think he can comprehend where he's at. He looks out.
Now they're taking the patio
We have
out.
seen tables, plywood, pretty much anything, and there's some carpet being thrown. Garage doors getting slammed on people.
Well, you know what? I didn't get a literal kitchen sink, but I think we've seen it all. I mean, what else can you do?
I have no idea. But Mr. Hickman, I know he can't get pinned. He's locked right there. He's not going anywhere.
That's a very valid point, but he also can't save Garibay either. I don't know.
Did you see Damian Black throw carpet on Mr. Hickman's face?
We told you we were going to destroy you.
Underneath that carpet is Mr. Hickman.
There's a human being out there.
Mr. Hickman is underneath that carpet.
Here comes a ref. At least give him some air.
Yeah, at least that, right?
But again, I mean, anything goes. So, I mean, the refs have to leave them as is. I mean, sure, they check if, as long as they're breathing, everything goes.
I guess if there's a pulse, then they're alive, right?
Right.
And now it's going to be 2-on-1 because Mr. Hickman is trapped in that door. That garage door is locked on Mr. Hickman, and here we see the champion dead center of the ring.
And they finally making this end for
He
him.
can't even get up. This could be the double E defeat finish.
Oh no, and a counter. Ooh.
Double flatline there, and if there is any type of life left, that was it.
Oh, but look, if the camera gets back on there, you will notice that both Noctis and Damian Black rolled out of the ring.
How smart is that?
And it looks like the champion Garibai is taking some padding out, maybe trying to inflict some damage of his own on them, maybe a little payback.
Maybe so. We'll see what's in store here, but man, Project Mayhem just making that instinct move too, to leave the ring, to not get pinned by that flatline. Here we see the carpet just being rolled over.
Yeah, and theoretically this match is getting more and more dangerous and dangerous as we keep on watching.
Yeah, we've seen the ropes get disassembled, the apron, the canvas, and now we have the carpet padding getting ripped away from this ring. This ring is going to be bare naked by all this is over with.
That is a fact. Like, what else is there left to do? And
There we see carpet thrown as a weapon.
and now even more padding is taken out.
That's
That's the wood exposed. Now, folks, that is thick wood. That
and
is
there goes the padding too.
thick wood. So this is not something to put over. Oh, and a low blow.
Brad Zane with probably his last desperation move. He has been out of this match since that plywood.
Stay out. He is not even part of this match.
And I think that's all that Brad Zane had, as he is laid out. And Project Mayhem is disassembling what's left with the ring, setting up those pads. And there you see the exposed boards.
And what are they planning now? Are they trying second try? But this time on the exposed wood, that does not look good.
They set up the champion here.
Oh, on the bare wood. Again, that is thick wood. It is not.
That's 2-inch thick wood. And Damian Black,
Slowly rolling over. 1, 2, 3. There you have it, folks. New tag team champions.
Your winners
Project
and new
Mayhem.
That
tag
even
team
hurt the referee count on those
champions,
boards.
Project Mayhem.
Unbelievable. Look at the decimation that has gone through Wrestle Club today.
There's boards, mats, padding, ropes, turnbuckles,
Rooms, trash cans, garage
chairs.
doors.
I don't know what else Project Mayhem could have done.
Everyone has gone through a lot. Project Mayhem has become the victors and now tag team champions.
And Damian Black was the man that pinned our current heavyweight champion. And as you see, Damian Black is the tag team champion and the Potato Bowl champion.
That is a lot, and I believe our first dual champion in Wrestle Club history.
Yes, the very first Damian Black, Potato Bowl champion, and now tag team champion, alongside with Adriel Noctis. And you talk about full circle. Last time that they were here, they were in the finals of the Potato Bowl championship, and now they leave tag team champions.
That is unbelievable, folks. Again, they did a lot, they went through a lot, but don't ever try this out.
Well deserved, no matter who won this match. This is going to go down in history as probably the most brutal match in Wrestle Club history. and this will probably never be duplicated again.
I would almost say this would be match of the year already.
I would say so far that I have seen, this is definitely the match of the year, and we are barely in June.
The first man to enter the ring is from Boise, Idaho, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Lost Soul Garrett.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
And here we are, tick-tock, as we are counting down the minutes, the seconds, until the main event of tonight, the Sun God Tonatia and the Lost Soul Garabai challenging the King Marcus Anderson in a triple threat match for the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Championship. The King Marcus Anderson has been so dominant for so long. He's held the title over a year, and he's faced all comers. And what a challenge, as he now has to take on two guys to retain the championship.
Garabai just making his way through the crowd. They're always a crowd favorite.
And he's, of course, got a lot of bad blood against the Sun God Tonatia, and one has to wonder, how much of a shot will either Tonatia or Garabai have at such a dominant champion when they have to worry about each other more than anything? I mean, the blood between them is bad, and it is personal.
Yeah, King can almost step aside at this point and let those two duke it out.
And then pick up the pieces, let those two tear each other apart, and one's got to think that that's his strategy.
Garabai is ready for this event. After going through that battle royale, you know that he might be tired, but he's ready.
Garabai trained in the Ring of Honor training school and did some time at the Harley Race Wrestling Camp. If you get the chance to learn from a 7-time NWA World Champion, you do it.
The second to enter the ring is from Blackfoot, Idaho, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Sun God Tonatu.
The Sun God Tonatu on his way out to the ring now, and of course, big time bad blood as he ambushed and attacked and then cut the hair of the Lost Soul Garabai.
Garabai and Tonatu there, the last two entrants in that rumble, going ahead eliminating each other essentially. King making a quick statement that, you know what, I don't care which one of them hit the ground first, I'll take on both of them. Tonatu making his slow walk to the ring. The crowd does not know what to make of this man.
The face paint, the headdress, an eerie presence here at Wrestle Club. And really, think about it. I mean, what a debut. This is the first show I've seen him on, and he's already in the running for the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Championship.
Even the officials don't know what to make of him.
Bringing a new look and a new feel to Wrestle Club. And of course, Garabai wants to get his hands on him in the worst way.
Contestant to enter the ring is from Riverside, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, Wrestle Club's current heavyweight champion, Marcus King Anderson.
The King in name and the King in position. Here is the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Champion, dominant for over a year, just now returning from a successful tour of Japan. He wrestled in 3 different promotions, 3 different matches on a tour that he set up for himself in the land of the rising sun.
The King there from Riverside, California. I'm also from Riverside, so I've pretty much decided who I'm rooting for in this one.
So that's it. That's how you made your decision.
When it comes to the hometown, yeah.
Okay.
I want to see the King win this one. I'm supposed to be impartial, but you know what? Sometimes it's fun.
Okay. So
I gotta enjoy it like everybody else out there. The King not even remotely worried.
Never a loss for words from the King himself, Marcus Anderson.
Pointing a finger right there in Tomatu's face. Neither one of them flinching or backing off.
Your heavyweight champion from Riverside, California, the King. Marcus Anderson.
You got to know the strategy between King and Tonatu here. It's just straight power. Garabai, though, where's he going to work in this?
Garabai, definitely the smaller man in this match. If I'm the King, once again, I hope and pray that Garabai and Tonatu just go directly at each other.
Just a quick reminder that this is an elimination match. First fall will not end it, but merely eliminate.
This is one of those situations where the championship will be decided, and it could be Marcus Anderson could be the first man out of the ring.
Be careful.
King giving clear instructions to the referee there about his scarf.
Taking his time, getting ready. You don't rush the champ. I believe he's wearing some souvenirs from his trip to Japan. Garabai biding his time and waiting. Doesn't want to be anywhere near either man that he's about to face.
You see all three men entering the ring now. Garabai's looking very focused. The King looks to be very confident. And Tonatau, I couldn't tell you what he's thinking right now.
This is your main event of the evening.
Our contestants are the Lost Soul, Garabai, the Sun-God, Tonatu, and your current heavyweight champion, King Marcus Anderson.
Referee showing the belt, letting everybody know that this is for the big goal. And there's the bell. And Garabai going right after Tonatu. No surprise there. Throwing big elbows. And the King, Marcus Anderson, like we said, was just biding his time.
Right after big elbows. Tonatu just brushing both men off, though.
Both men just taking turns on Tonatu right now.
Tonatu showing the power that he has. The King and Garabai. Garabai building up steam here, both running unaffected.
Doesn't even take him off his feet. Garabai, the smaller man.
Oh, big chop there.
Puts Garabai right down.
King reassuring that he's got it. Uh-oh. Oh,
Tonatu cleaning house, taking both Garabai and the King, Marcus Anderson, down.
Tonatu just cleaning house.
Unfazed.
Laying both men out there. Calling from the power of the sun. The sun god,
Enemies becoming allies for a moment.
Both men building up. Big double clothesline.
And Tonatu goes down.
But quick to his feet again.
Neither man can do it on their own. Garabai tried.
Oh, King,
huge
big drop
by the
kick.
King.
Down to one knee.
Still didn't bring him all the way down, though.
Garabai's second rope, big front drop kick there, brings him all the way down.
Both men picking Tonatu apart.
Garabai goes for the cover here.
Gets a one
kick out. Oh, man.
Tonatu is so big and so strong.
Garabai and the King have to be contemplating this full-on team up here. They might have to focus on getting Tonatu out first.
They seem to be discussing a little bit of teamwork here.
Some strategy going on here. Double shots to the gut, going for a suplex here, lifting the big man up. Gourd buster, laying him flat on his stomach there. Looks like the King's starting to feel like he's got this one in the bag. Oh, big senton.
And Garabai's going to the top.
Garibay on the top rope there. What does he got in mind?
Soul will fly.
Big splash. Double cover.
And Tonatu is eliminated. And now Garibay, the Lost Soul, versus the King, Marcus Anderson. It's now a one-on-one match for the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Championship.
Both men taking a second here to get established. Tonatu not happy with what just happened.
Going after the ringside officials now. And the crowd sending him back in style.
Getting into it there. Garibay also enjoying himself. And then there was two, Doc.
And it comes down between a man that I've called on my podcast, The Land That Wrestling Forgot, Idaho's only professional wrestling podcast, the man that I've called the ace of Wrestle Club versus the dominant king of the ring, Marcus the King Anderson.
Circling here, these two men just kind of sizing each other up. Getting the feelers in there.
Haven't even locked up yet. They took out the trash and now they focus on each other.
Leg sweep there. Side headlock by Garibay. Pulling the King back up to his feet. King working out there with some shots to the gut. Thrown off the rope. Garibay manages to hold up there. Stop King in his tracks.
Taking their time. They're in no hurry. This is your main event of the evening, and it's for the big gold collar and elbow tie-up. You got to think that the King is going to have the advantage in power here for sure.
King's got him in that overhand wrist lock, just putting Garibay down to one knee. Garibay flipping out a bit there with a rope assist, turning it around on the King with an arm drag over the top there.
King taking his time. Remember, as the champion, he has the championship advantage. If he's counted out, if he's disqualified, he retains the championship. Garibay must win this by pinfall or submission.
King with an eye rake there. Getting the upper hand quick. Garibay down on the ground now. The King slowly. I think he's going to work a meticulous pace here for a bit.
Well, I think slowing down the pace definitely works to the King's advantage, with Garibay being so fast.
Big hip toss there. Garibay managed to flip right out of that first attempt, turn it around on the King.
Of course, the King is a world traveler just back from a tour of Japan, and you have to think that experience has just added to him, added to his wrestling ability, and given him more tools to use when he's in the ring.
Expanded the arsenal for sure. Garibay getting the crowd on his side, and that's a smart move by Garibay, fan favorite for sure.
Collar and elbow tie-up once again in the ring.
Ooh, King showing his power there, just slamming Garibay down.
Garibay smiling. I think he expected that. I think he knows what he's facing. And the King, arrogant as always, continuing to talk to the Lost Soul. And now look at the snake slither around the ring.
Big knee to the stomach there. King throwing Garibay over the top rope. Garibay back in though.
Turn around, King.
Oh, big knee to the back there. Nice kickback to the great Macho Man Randy Savage.
And the King outside. And once again, remember, if the King's counted out, he retains the championship.
Garibay needs to stay on top of the King. Although I think he's maybe just showing him, hey, look, I can do it too.
This match so important going forward. Will the King continue his reign of dominance into the TV era of Wrestle Club, or will we see a new champ?
Going back to that eye rake there, the King is. I don't care how tough you are, I don't care how talented you are, if you can't see, you can't fight.
And Garibay just sent into the ring post by the King, now getting rid of his t-shirt. Will he throw it out to the crowd? Will he share? Will he throw some of his merchandise out to the audience? He'll definitely advertise it.
Over at the merch table.
He just told you where to get your King Marcus Anderson t-shirt.
www.merchtable. The King just having too much fun here.
And there's a choke with that shirt that you can pick up at the merch table.
Garaby's hurting right now after that ring post shot, and he's cutting off the air. He can't see, he can't think, and now he can't breathe.
Going underneath the table, and he's found himself a steel chair.
I guess the King's decided he doesn't care what happens in this match. Garaby down on the ground.
Garaby taking a beating, choked and smacked with a steel chair.
The King dragging him by the t-shirt.
This is brutal. Bringing him out to the chair, that t-shirt still wrapped around his neck.
Don't let any of these fans steal my shirt, okay?
The King just told the cameraman, don't let these fans steal my shirt.
Garaby sat in a chair.
Oh, huge chop by the King. Referee giving them both some leverage. Another big chop. Not super fast on a count out. He knows that these men need to settle this. This is a battle for the ages. A third big chop. And Garaby has nowhere to fall as he's already sitting down.
Oh, the King with a big chop to the chair.
That might take a little bit away if he can't work his right hand, shaking and trying to get some feeling back into it.
Garaby using the King strategy as well.
Take a seat, he says, and throws a big chop of his own. Garaby asking the audience if she give him one more. The audience says yes, and so he gives him one more. A third big chop.
Garaby picking it, or excuse me, the King picking up that chair. I apologize to the King for that one.
Oh, and that chair shot right to the midsection in the solar plexus.
You know, Doc, this being a triple threat match, there is a chance that this is no DQ.
That might be what we're seeing right now because we've seen chair shots, we've seen chokes with the shirt, and we have yet to see a count out. This one's for all the marbles, and it is a blow.
We did see a goal, though, by the King there with Garaby as his puck, I believe, in Rugby Hockey Net there.
I believe if he threw him from too far back, there could be icing.
You have now outspoken all of my hockey knowledge, unfortunately.
I think I'm making it up as I go. Let's get back to wrestling as they get back to the wrestling ring. Another one.
Another shot with the ring post.
The King is brutal.
King's got that chair again. Sadistic smile on the face of the King.
You know, you don't stay champion with the amount of talent in wrestle clubs. You don't stay champion for long if you don't develop a mean streak, and the King definitely showing his.
Setting that chair up once again. What has he got in store for him?
So sadistic. Look at him taking his time, setting this shot up.
Whiplash right on the chair there.
And that could be it. If he rolls him into the ring, he could pull a 3 count. Going after one of the kids in the audience.
The King, Mark Anderson, just going after, Marcus Anderson going after the children in the audience.
Be careful, kids. He looks hungry.
I called the King Mark. I called him Garaby. I want to officially apologize to Marcus Anderson on the air here. My Riverside brethren.
I think you probably should. I mean, you guys could have been neighbors.
#1 fan. Just admonishing the fans.
And Garaby in big trouble. He can't even crawl away fast enough. And here comes the King with that chair.
Garaby, manages to duck that chair shot. Good thing.
Swing and a miss.
Scoop slam on the outside there by Garaby.
And Garaby's got to get some offense going right now because all he's been is a target for the last few minutes.
Marcus Anderson admonishing our cameraman.
Garaby is in big trouble outside of the ring.
Yeah, he managed to get the upper hand for a second there, but he just couldn't capitalize on it. He's just taken so much punishment so far.
And once again, if we don't get a winner, this title stays with the King, Marcus Anderson. So every moment outside works to his benefit, not Garaby's.
Also, you got to keep in mind, Garaby's already been in one match tonight. He went through that grueling battle royal.
That's right, he has.
Still managing to slither around, though, in his characteristic style.
You don't become the ace by taking the easy way out.
Garaby getting it back into the ring there. The only chance that he has to win this match is in that ring. Going for the cover.
Close, that was a 2.5 count.
If Garaby had the energy to make a full cover there, that might have been it.
Garabai pulling him up, looking for that second win, desperate for it. But he could be on his second win. He could be on his third win. Big right uppercut by...
Measured shots from Garabai.
Another one. The King goes in reverse, reverses it. Goes for the clothesline.
Garabai ducks the lariat, picks him up fireman carry position.
Airplane spin, and the referee is down.
Referee, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head, bud. Come on. Garabai still got the King, though, up, just flinging him about.
The airplane spin was too much for him, and both men are down. It's a dangerous spot. If you don't have enough energy, you'll go down and be just as dizzy as the guy you're executing the move on. And Garabai may have made a bit of a miscalculation there. All three men, including the referee, are down.
Outside official checking the ref to make sure that he's going to be able to continue officiating this match. He took quite the shot there. Meanwhile, we have the King and Garabai. Garabai slowly coming back up to his feet there.
But even if Garabai gets a pin here, there is nobody to make the call.
Measuring the King. Complete shot there. Garabai rolling him over.
Who's going to call this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there was a referee in the ring, we would have a new champion.
The King lucky right now. Garabai just looking around. Please, some official. We have a new one hitting the ring here. Going for the cover.
2. And so close.
The fans elated there that the King managed to get his shoulder up, even though the King was talking all sorts of trash.
Okay, we have an active referee now. Garabai, don't take time arguing with the referee. If you want to be the champion, you better worry about the King and not the guy in the striped shirt.
Marcus Anderson having a second here to regroup, hopefully.
He's probably had, what now, a 30, a 40, a 50 count to try and regain his senses. Garabai behind him.
Garabai looks like he's measuring up for a backslide here. The King, though.
The King reverses the grip, going for a backslide of his own. Turns it around. Oh,
hammer shots there.
Working it in the kidneys and the lower back.
Lifting him up. What are we going to see here? Sit-out power bomb, Liger bomb from Marcus the King Anderson.
Oh, and a 2.5 count. Garabai kicks out. Where is Garabai getting this? Like you said, he's already been through that grueling battle royal and has now taken a beating from the King Marcus Anderson.
I know how to count. I went to school.
The King measuring him. He's got to be thinking, now's the time. If he's going to end it, he should do it now.
Bringing Garabai back up to his feet.
Big right hand by the King.
Ref needs to check those close fists there. Garabai, though, bouncing off and manages to come back with a shot.
Another big right hand by the King. Whips Garabai into the ropes.
Big old boss man slam there.
1, 2. Kicks out at 2 3/4.
Resilient is Garabai. The King asking the ref.
But the King still has so many offensive tools in his arsenal.
He just needs to keep the slow pace. He can slam Garabai all night. He'll keep going.
What is keeping Garabai in this match? The Lost Soul takes another big right hand from the King. Big chop by the King, Marcus Anderson, and Garabai hanging on for dear life in the corner. A big right hand by the King.
A melee of blows here to the Lost Soul Garabai from Marcus the King Anderson, just laying into him.
Knocking all the air out of him in the corner. Switches him to the opposite side.
King getting ready. Oh, Garabai manages, I believe that was a low drop kick there, sending the King square into the turnbuckle.
Hooks him from behind. Back suplex, but Garabai didn't get all of it. He's exhausted and injured.
Garabai slithering on the outside. I think he's got something in store here.
Is he going to the top? Is he going to slingshot over? The King in position.
Comes over for a leg drop. For elbow drop, but the King manages to get out of the way.
If the King hits him with something big now, this could be it.
The King's thinking of something from way up top.
That's a big man going way up. Moving to the second rope.
Hear the kids in the crowd chanting for Garabai. The King off the top of an elbow. Garabai manages to squeak out of the way.
Both men missing elbows. And now Garabai looking to finish this one. Garabai just looking to survive at this point. Under the top rope.
Double jump, body splash there by Garabai.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. The King still in this one. How are these guys continuing?
Both men exhausted, both men beaten down. Garabai going through that Royal Rumble earlier in the night. The King just taking a beating tonight. Admonishing the referee. King needs to turn around, keep his eye on Garabai. Don't give him an opportunity.
Don't turn your eye. You never turn your backs on a snake. Garabai up behind the Lost Soul. Waiting for the King.
Going for the strike.
Him.
Schoolboy
Come on, referee. 1, 2, and 2.5 again. If the referee would have been faster, that would have been a 3 count. Mind you, this is not a trained referee. You can't hit the referee.
Oh, he's trying to show confusion there. I don't know.
There's the outlaw, Rusty Livings. What's he doing?
The King? Running bulldog there from the outlaw. The outlaw just excited that he could take out Garabai in some way.
Are we seeing an alliance between the outlaw, Rusty Livings, and the King, Marcus Anderson? But once again, there is no referee in the ring to make the count. And Garabai is out. Where's the King going?
The King and the outlaw headed to the back. What do they got going on? Is the King trying to scare the outlaw away? Trying to feign a little bit here?
Garabai motionless in the ring. They went back to retrieve a referee.
I believe that's the official early in the night. They got smacked by the King's
1,
boot.
2, and Garabai still kicks out.
They had me there. I thought Garabai was done for sure. Meanwhile, the outlaw still on the outside of the ring there, as if Garabai didn't have enough problems as it is.
And the King frustrated by the slow count, at least in his estimation, by the referee who was injured earlier in the match.
The King has managed to strike basically every striped object in the building at this point.
Wait, why is he not getting out here? I helped you!
And now the referee sending the outlaw, Rusty Livings, back, ordering him away from the ringside area. Meanwhile, on the opposite side.
The outlaw has no reason to be out there right now. King going back to work on Garabai.
Garabai barely hanging on. The King sizing him up for the kill.
Just stalking the Viper. The Serpent.
And there, he looks like...
Had him in a Cobra Clutch. He's got him in a basically reverse headlock. Spinning with an elbow drop takedown.
1, 2, and 2 3/4, and Garabai kicks out yet again. How much can he have left? That gas tank has got to be about empty.
Whatever move King thinks he has to accomplish here in order to get Garabai, he needs to just do it now. He needs to end this.
Showing some frustration now and his inability to put the Lost Soul away, despite help from just about everybody in the building.
I believe the King just told the ref that was a 4 count.
He's setting him up. He's setting him up for the claw. The King has used the claw hold in the past, and he has it locked on. The kingly claw. And Garabai going down.
Wearing the Lost Soul out.
The claw hold has a great history in professional wrestling.
Oh, picked it up. Garabai managed to reverse that into another complete shot there.
Going for the cover. 1, 2. He still has the claw hold. The claw hold is still attached.
The King turned Garabai back over. He's got him down in that. It's only a matter of time now before Garabai fades away after that.
Somewhere Yvonne Eric is smiling.
The King slowly bringing Garabai back up. You know he's going to go for that claw slam.
As long as that claw hold's attached, Garabai can't mount any offense. All he's got to be thinking is, I want this big hand off my skull. Trying to walk away, climbing the ropes to get away, and yet the King still holding on.
The King taking Garabai to court right now.
I think he's going to go for that claw slam off the ropes. Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Super complete shot there from the second rope. Garabai, in a moment of desperation, manages to go ahead and land the biggest move of the match so far.
Both men are down. The King's eyes glassy. 1, 2, 3. That was 3. We have a new Wrestle Club heavyweight champion.
The Lost Soul Garabai manages to put away the King there with basically a super complete shot.
For the first time in over 300 days, a new Wrestle Club heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garabai. And now the locker room emptying as the Garabai and his friends, or Garabai's friends, come in to help congratulate him. Your new champion, the Lost Soul, Garabai.
Practically the entire roster pours out to show support of Garabai, the Lost Soul.
Putting the belt on him and looking, they might be lifting him up onto the shoulders.
Hard-fought match by Garabai, a long night.
His close friends, Rick Knight and Mr. Hickman.
The crowd cheering for Garabai.
Your new Wrestle Club heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garabai. And a new era has begun for Wrestle Club.
Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys. Good job, champ. Good job. Thank you guys for coming out.